incited the German ambition to be a master race, which of course implies serfdom for others. They led their people on a mad gamble for domination. They diverted social energies and resources to the creation of what they thought to be an invincible war machine. They overran their neighbors. To sustain the master race in their war-making, they enslaved millions of human beings and brought them into Germany, where these hapless creatures now wander as displaced persons. At length, bestiality and bad faith reached such excess that they aroused the sleeping forces of imperiled civilization. Its united efforts have ground the German war machine to fragments. But the struggle has left Europe a liberated yet prostrate land where a demoralized society struggles to survive. These are the fruits of the sinister forces that sit with these defendants in the prisoner's dock. Injustice to the men and to the nations associated in this prosecution. I must remind you of certain difficulties which may leave their mark on this case. Never before in legal history has an effort been made to bring within the scope of a single litigation the developments of a decade, covering a whole continent, involving a score of nations, countless individuals, and innumerable events. Despite the magnitude of the task, the world has demanded immediate action. This demand has had to be met, though perhaps at the cost of finished craftsmanship. And the four prosecuting powers had not yet joined in the common cause to try them. I should be the last to deny that this court, this case, may very well suffer from incomplete researches, and quite likely will not be the example of professional work which any of the prosecuting nations would normally wish to sponsor. It is, however, a completely adequate case to the judgment we shall ask you to render, and its fuller development we shall be obliged to leave to historians, because we have not had the time to examine all of the sources of evidence that might be available. Before I discuss particulars of the evidence we shall offer, some general considerations which may affect the credit of this trial in the eyes of the world should be candidly faced. There is a dramatic disparity between the circumstances of the accusers and of the accused that might discredit our work if we should falter in even minor matters in being fair and temperate. In the early days of the party, and there would have been no need for concentration camps or the Gestapo, both of which all uniting at some time with the Nazi Party in a plan which the of the people be yielded in blue, if that's the color that we would call it. Now, the Nazi plans did not stop at the point I have indicated. The Nazi plans involved a conspiracy with Japan. The Nazi plans of aggression was sent out at the request of the Reichsfuhrer SS. I am sending you the enclosed order